Hey guys, it's Angel Ramon here, and this is a very special video because this is the very last video of 2018 for me. After this, I'll be a ghost for a few days until after New Year's, of course. So, want to take this time to say, I hope you guys had a great, 2018 year. Hope you guys did what you wanted to do, and I hope you guys are planning for 2019 and you got your goals and set. So I'm out here enjoying the weather. It's a very windy day out here in Puerto Rico. And you might be wondering why am I wearing a sweater and like a surfer shirt. I was thinking about going for a swim, but it's pretty cool out here. It's a very cool wind, and I can't take the cold like I used to. So I'm actually very comfortable. In this sweater out here, getting some nice fresh air. So this is our winter out here. So kind of enjoying it. And so in this video, in the last video, 2019, I want to go over, my 2018. I know some of you might have read my report card, but I want to, go over it in a little more detail where you can understand it better, or you want to, I want to say it in my own words rather than the blog telling you. So, so how did I really do for 2018? I keep saying I did good, but this is going to be a bit of a brutally honest review of 2018. But before I get into that, I just want to go over what's been happening this week. Well, actually, not too much this week. It's been a pretty slow week. I was out for Christmas, out with family. You know, I was out for a few days, so got some writing done Wednesday and Thursday today. Probably gonna take it a little easy into the weekend as we get ready for New Year's. Probably do some more outlining and do a little writing here and there, but nothing too crazy. Trying to trying to make sure I recharge as good as I can. So then when New Year's passes and when we're into 2019, I could really get into what I really want to do. But there was one announcement I want to make. Yesterday, I approved the paperback for The Fifth Survivor. So either today or tomorrow, I'll let you know. The paperback for The Fifth Survivor will be available on Amazon to purchase. So, make sure you get, so if you want a paperback, you can go get it on Amazon and let you know. And or if you want a signed copy, of The Fifth Survivor, you know, we, you can always message me. It'll be $16, and that includes shipping. By the way, it's the book and shipping, $16 if you want a signed copy. Now, if you want to get it from Amazon, it's only $10. But of course, it'll probably be the same thing because you'll be paying for shipping anyway. So, you could either give Amazon the $16, or you can give me the $16, and I'll send it to you signed and personalized with a message, and you'll have something. You'll have a relic of my writing with my own writing on it, my chicken scratch writing that is. So that's coming out. So tomorrow, so actually, they approve pretty fast. Maybe today, but because of the holiday season, they may take a little longer. So it may be tomorrow, but I will let you know when you could get that. So I'm sure some of you are excited. Some people are already waiting to get the signed copies. I know my cover artist. He's dying to get his copy away. So he's already asking me. So it's coming, brother. It's coming. Just gotta wait for Amazon to give me the green light. So and by the way, the Fifth Survivor is also on pre-order for ebooks on Amazon and Kobo and Barnes and Noble, and it's still doing good on Kobo. It's still in the top 10 for horror and movie tie and media tie-ins. It's still in the top 10 on Kobo. It's been hanging up. It's been hanging around for a week or so, and it was number one in horror on Kobo for 3 to 4 days straight. So it's spawning sense because he gains some competition from the you know, against a competition. So didn't expect to be number one forever, but still in the top 10, and I'm still happy about that. So if you want to continue to support me, you can. And I also sent out advanced reader copies too. So if you're interested in being an advanced reader, you can contact me as well. Message me, let me know, and I can send you an advanced reader copy with the promise that you will review it. And if you like the book, please do purchase the book. If you do like it, please do purchase it and review. Because verified reviews are very important to us in the office. So if you like the book, please purchase and review, and and I'll send you my love. So anyway, without further ado, let's go over how my 2018 went. So when it comes to my report card, I'm going to be grading it in five different aspects. I'm going to be doing sales, books, how the amount of books I published, the amount of fans and friends I got, how I did with my blog, and I added another category this year from last year, that is personal health, because I felt like that personal health actually played a pretty big role this year for me. But I guess let's start with with sales. How well did I sell this year? I give myself an A for sales. It's very good. For my second full year, I see that I sold even more books this year. This kind close to 2,000 plus copies, including Kindle Unlimited borrows. I say 2,000 plus because I can't tell you the exact number, since Amazon doesn't tell you who borrowed your book. You, I can only tell by the rankings and how many page views I got. So it doesn't. But 2,000 plus books. So I'm on the. So like I said, it's not earth shattering, but it means I'm on the right track. So overall, when it comes to sales, I had a slow start because of I just got home from from New York after getting away from Hurricane Maria, or the aftermath. February proved to be a very challenging month for me, since Puerto Rico, the after effects were still being felt, and Puerto Rico, the government was having serious trouble with control, managing its finances, and still today they still have problems. But you know, I guess either they improved it or I just forgot about it. And February is when I released Angel's Nightmare Adventure Nemesis. They didn't do as good as I thought, but that was because that book was due to release in 2017 of October, and because of Hurricane Maria, I didn't get to release until the beginning of 2018, and that really affected sales, and that really shot me down. So I was a bit depressed. March was okay. I was getting getting back on the right track. But April, when I released my second book of the year, which was Angel's Nightmare Adventures Hero, did pretty good. So sales began to go in the right direction. And in fact, spring turned out to be the best part of the year. So, I sold close to 500 books in the spring alone. So, I need some actual buys. And of course, with Kindle Unlimited borrows, that number is probably going to be inflated if you add in the Kindle Unlimited borrows. So then, some things, sales was steady in the summer. It started going down a little bit in the summer because, of course, it's summertime and now people are on vacation. Not too many people are reading. Summer reading season was a bit weak for the year. And then things got picked up again when I released Prehistoric Crisis. And since then, sales have been steady for me. So I'm proud to say that I've really stepped up my marketing and I've kind of learned more about the marketing aspect of being an artist. So I continue to learn, see what works and what doesn't work, and hopefully 2019 provides me with even more. I'll be happy with the same amount, but I'll be even happier with more. Now, moving on to the next idea, the next aspect is the fans. A plus, easily that was easily the best aspect of the year. I made myself many more friends in the indie world, especially in the game lit RPG and zombie communities. In fact, I became admin for two groups. I became an admin, so I helped them run the group. provide entertaining content, and people start to people start to recognize me more because I was an admin. So they say, "Oh, don't mess with that guy. You can kick us out of the group." But I'm really not that kind of a guy. So, but despite the love I've gotten, I've kind of remained humble. I've remained humble, and I also began to build my advanced reader advanced reader review team. So things are looking up for 2019, and I continue to make friends and dancing friends, even right now. So thank you, fans and friends and writing friends. It's you guys who make it possible for me to continue this gig, this stream of mine. Now moving on to blogs, and now this is one of the categories where I kind of need to work on. Blogs, I give myself a C, and you may be saying, wow, you kind of hard on yourself there. But then I'm gonna reply and say, okay, did you expect me to give always to myself? Well, of course not. It's a report card, and I like to be honest with myself. And that's the idea, is to give an honest assessment of myself. While last year I did pretty good on blogs, which and last year, if you remember, I had a B plus for myself. So I regressed this year. So shame on me for that. So honestly, I think I was more worried about finishing my books, but I still, it's kind of not too much of an excuse to not do anything for the blog. So sorry about that. So I have to do a face palm. And now with the rapid release plan I have with the fifth survival, it will be a slow start for the blog. So it's not so yes, you're not going to see too much on the blog once again to begin the year, but I will try as hard as I can to create more material. And I know some of you like that. I need to do more for that. Now, next, the amount of books published was very good. I actually hit my goal of 6 books for the year. So why did I not give myself an A plus? The reason is because one of my books, Prehistoric Crisis, as you may well know, did not come out as good as I wanted to. And part of that was because I was writing the book when I was really depressed. But more than in a minute. But overall, though, taking that small negative away, I managed to be more productive this year. And it did help that no major storms hit my island. So I was able to enjoy it, went into the normal year. Now, as for 2019, I can only hope, that remains. So that's what's going to happen next year. I can't control the weather, unfortunately. But what I will be trying to do is I'll be going for 10 to 13 books to be published. Many of which will be the fifth survival episodes. I know it's gonna be a bit of a task, but I'm up for it. I'm up for the challenge. I'm about to challenge myself, so let's go. I already got one book, which is the fifth survival. That'll be book one. Episode two will be book two, and just gonna keep going from there. See what happens. Now, the final aspect is personal health, and after that, I give myself a C minus. I really need to improve that. I need to take care better. Need to take care. I need to take better care of myself. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. You know, Hurricane Maria didn't rumble on my morale and it nearly destroyed me. During the beginning of the year, I have heard to bend, but towards the end of the summer and really the beginning of this fall, things went downhill as the bad memories. The 1 year anniversary of the storm came, and I started to think about all the bad memories, all the bad things that had happened to me. You know, I lost people that I knew. I cared about the suicide, and and unfortunately, the relationship with my relatives isn't the best right now. So, I really hope I can improve, the relationship with my family and stuff like that. But some people tell me that it's a two-way street. They have to be willing to improve it as well. So they gotta be able to be willing to talk to me. So I can't do all the work, but you know, I can't let it affect me. So with all those factors, the so I was becoming more and more depressed as the peak of hurricane season approach, feeling that I was going to go through the same thing as last year. And there were many storms in the Atlantic Ocean for 2018. So, thank God that none of them hit us. Or when it got to us, they were too weak to do anything major. But I did feel like with my depression, I was starting to force my words to come out. Never told anybody about it, so as I don't like to show weakness. But what I didn't know is it will almost cost me my life. You can read more about it in my blog. I won't say it here, but what I will say is I found out that I have PTSD. So that's why I was so depressed for September and October. I was really depressed those 2 months because little did I know I had PTSD, and Hurricane Maria really affected me badly. Now, enough with the negative. You know, I might decide to take a break during the month of September in 2019 because that's when all the band anniversaries take place, and I'm sure my PTSD will begin to trigger badly by that month. So this is going to be the toughest one to tackle for me this coming year. It's going to be really tough to tackle it. It's not something that's going to PTSD never goes away, and I know people who have it and they got to live with it for the rest of their lives. But this time though, I know I have it, so I tend to be more proactive. Not saying that the suicide thoughts are going to go away, but I should have an easier time breaking through. Okay, I should have an easier time. You know, I should have an easier time fighting them, and and getting through it. Anyway, so there you have it. I mean, this is an honest look into my 2018 year. Some really good things happened to me. Some other things that I need to work on, and kind of look myself in the mirror. Wasn't a perfect year, but the fact that it was a normal year compared to 2017, I'll take it. I feel blessed. So I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. Please take a look at your year to see what you could have done better. Do that, and try to have a kick-ass 2019. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all my friends in Joe's Club, Joe's Book Buying Club. If you need help selling your book or you're looking for new buyers and new readers, come. You should join that club, man. It's the leader Joe. He's a cool dude, man. I like him. I really like him. I feel like he's a reason why things have gotten better for me when it comes to advertising, marketing, and sales. So if you really need help selling books, that's your man. So, and I made some new friends in that group. What? It's not all about buying books. It's about culture. Building a culture. It's about you know the science behind sales, how you can get better at selling books and all that. And I know he's got big plans for 2019. So it's gonna be more than just selling books. It's gonna be a whole new hangout. So shout out to you, man. Thank you, and I look forward to another year with you. And I look forward to another year with my fans and friends and writing friends. I want to make you proud, all right? So I'm closing in on 19 minutes, so I'm going to cut it right here. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Hope you enjoy it. All right? Hope you enjoy it. And make sure you set some reasonable goals for 2019 and you keep pushing. Because I feel like 2019 is going to be my year, and you should feel the same. So until next year, which is on Tuesday. Until then, St. Jerome saying, so long 2018. Thank you for another year. Thank you for hanging with me for another year. And if you're a new fan or a new follower, thank you for following. And I look forward to being with you in 2019. Till then, this is Angel Medina signing off.